Greetings and salutations. We've returned for another day. And, yeah, we're gonna finish prepping some of, battle here, which I do know what I need. And then we'll continue on. So we want Ramza and Thief. We're gonna be stealing something. I do want him with, all this, but I want... You don't have magic defense, but yeah, I would have wanted that on him here, but my fault for not having it. It's okay. So we're gonna have 3 ice shields because one of the main offense hits against us is going to be magic, and PF Fieldprints can't put a shield, so we're gonna make sure we get magic defense boost here. Everyone else should be fine to have one of those. Magic boost is fine. You could probably go with something else, actually. Do I want to throw item? Yeah, we'll show off throw item for this match. It's not really needed, but we will do it for this one. So, we're gonna buy 2 ice shields.
Are you have many? May I be?
I might have been able to get them in Vervenia, but it's quite alright. Alright, so equip you, you get an ice shield, and you get an ice shield. And I did a couple things from the last video. I did look stuff up, so Black Robe and Japamala don't stack. You only get one of the boost effects from the equipment, so we're just going to keep the Japamala here. You can also, from the last video, I put it in a thing, but Choco Meteor was magic, not physical, so I should have been using magic defense boost. And then the Defender we stole, Enchantation. They're not the only places you can get those items in the game. You can get them from Rare Poaching, you can get them from the Deep Dungeon or Midnight's Deep, but generally speaking, that's the first point in your normal playthrough where you're going to run into those items and be like, man, these are special items, I should really want to get these. Which is why I said they're generally the only places you get them. When I was a kid, those were the first places I got them all the time. Poaching generally wasn't something I did a lot of. But we should be good here, so we'll just go ahead and quickly save again before we get into that. And I did make sure... Yeah, he's got martial arts. Alright, so we're good to go. We're going into the desert, or the Sandwaste here. Alright, so Ramza is going to start actually here, so I don't need him in that place. I'm going to have you here, you there. I'll put you here and you here, and I want them in a specific formation here for a very specific reason, which we will see when the battle starts.
That's the last of it. The winds bear it onward now. And fair winds they are. I should keep it airborne for a half day if they hold more than enough time. Now there's a creature I had not thought to find in these wastes.
One might say the same of a Knight Templar so far from the church. What is it you scatter to the wind?
Oh, that? Oh, I suppose there's no harm in you knowing. There's naught you can do to stop it now.
Stop what?
This.
Poison!
Indeed. Though it is something of an acquired taste. We cast this fine powder upon the winds toward the northern sky. The toxin will not kill the men who breathe it, but it will strike them ill, rendering them unable to fight.
But why? Surely the church does not intend to hand victory to Goltana.
Very clever. I'll expect no less of a Beowulf. The moment Goltana hears of the northern sky's plight, he will send his armies against them. With his own stronghold unguarded, Goltana will be an easy target for assassination. And Count Orlando with him. But do not think Duke Larg will escape this scourge. He too will die. So you see, we really have thought of everything.
Your methods are inhuman.
You should rejoice. This will mean an end to war and bloodshed. And with that end, a new beginning. The Church's hand shall rule. Such is the will of the people. They clamour for change. An end to grovelling at highborn heels.
The Church is a covetous would-be usurper. Nothing more. Rather than seek to elevate the people, you manipulate their hopes and fears in order to seize power. The war will end, but not like this. There is another way.
Mayhap. But you shall have to best me first. Let us see how your strength holds.
Alright, defeat Barrack. In the original version he was called Balk. Kind of interesting, but he is a unique class, as most of the Knight Templars are. He goes first. It's extraordinarily fast. As you see here, when he shoots me, 17%. He has a gun. Obviously, he's not going to show you which gun he has, but I can show you that here in just a moment. Did I not give her Shira Hidori? Did I forget that? Yeah, I forgot to equip that on her. Whatever. We'll remember next time. Anyways, let's look at the enemies. So we're going to quickly look through all of them. So this knight has some rend. Yeah, it should be fine. I don't think we'll run into issues there. Same thing here, but we can generally outmove these guys. They only have 3 moves, so I'm not too worried about them. This guy has Geomancy, so I'm going to have to worry about that. We have a Black Mage who knows Thundaga and Blizzaga, so both of those will be a little annoying, but we'll want to kill this target first. They're probably the most dangerous in the fight. Normally he would be the most dangerous, but we'll explain how we kind of neutralized him. And then we have 2 archers, both of which should be fine. This guy has boosted speed because he went first. He also has items, so it'll be nice to take care of him. Everyone else has, I think, pretty regular, so yeah, 7, 7, 7, and 7 probably, yep. Now we look at it. So he has a glacial gun. So his gun is Ice Elemental. So having 3 ice shields, 3 of my units are immune to him. Agrius, Scoodles, and Synthil all cannot be hit by him. If they shoot him, or he shoots them, they just get healed, if they even get connected at all. Now the downside is this mage here has thunder spells, which do boosted damage. So like you absorb ice, fire is halved, and thunder is boosted against you. So I do have to be mindful this guy is going to hit pretty hard if he hits any of those targets, which is why I had magic defense boost just in case. But anyways, his job here is a machinist. So as you see on the right there, he has innate defense and innate magic defense boost. So he's going to be pretty hard to actually kill very quickly. I think this has changed. I don't think he had those in the original version because you could just walk up and kill him instantly. But he's got 500 HP, he's got defense boost, magic defense boost, like he's going to be tough to kill. And he is, just like Mustadio's job, he has all of the machinist abilities. So in this case, he only has leg shot learned, which inflicts don't move / immobilize if it hits us. So I do have to worry about that. Disable would be worse because then I could not be taking actions. But the scary part of him is the fact that he has a glacial gun and can shoot magic. The other thing we're going to want to steal is his hat. This is going to be an upgrade we get very soon. But the Lambent hat gives you 1 speed and 1 magic attack. This will finally replace the Green Beret for speed and the Celebrant's Mitre for magic for the amount that it gives. Now it doesn't give as much MP as some of them, but it's more than enough in the stage we're at for we want speed, we want magic attack. My main magic offensive user, Synthil, isn't even using MP that much in most classes. White Mage some, but we have enough with, Wizard's Robe and stuff like that. So we will be working on that, but we're probably going to end up clearing all of the enemies before we actually take Balk or Barrack on. So, but we're going to give Scoodle speed because I want him to go next. And we're going to move here and wait. We'll take some poison damage. And then we're going to Purification. And because everyone's on equal ground, we're just going to get rid of poison from everyone on turn 1 here, which is exactly what we want. So we don't have to put up with this. And you'll notice that poison even exceeded. And then I have throw item. How far can this mage move up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so Ramza could get hit, but he is Shell Protect. My knight is out of range of anybody else, so I'm fine waiting. But yeah, we're going to focus on, we're wiping everybody out except Barrack, and then we're going to steal all his stuff. Or at least the weapon in the helm. I don't think I need to do anything else. Alright, he is using Thundaga. This is actually really good that he went before the rest of my team. And you might say, oh, you know, that's somewhat dangerous. You know, what are you going to do? But we're going to be able to, yeah, so his Thundaga is right here. I can go 1, 2, 3. I can hit him from here and be pretty safe, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know how much damage it's going to do, but we can see here it does hit him. And he's dead. Yeah, 300 damage. So the fact that I can finally use some attack up plus, you know, boosted equipment is super, super nice. I could go on the offensive. I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm going to get hit by either of them. So I'm probably going to move here. I don't have Sandstorm, but we're going to Kiyomori and give ourselves Protect and Shell on a bunch of people. And then I'm probably going to get Haste. Do I want it on Ramza? We have 100% I think on everybody. Yeah, we can get it on everyone instantly. And I could get it on PF Footprints, but only if I move PF Footprints here, I can show you this. So if I move here, I will get shot by Barrack, and then his aim +4 might hit me, even though it's a longbow, the way it travels may be that it hits me here anyway. So I don't really want to get hit by it. So what I might do here is just haste the 3 of them, and I will move you to a position where it's much harder to shoot me, and then I will I can haste PF Footprints next turn, or get Golem up or something like that. We'll have plenty of time to take this fight and not be in really any danger.
That's more like it.
Yep, so Ramza with the 17% hit. We could get hit, like there's always the chance here. I'm not going to 100 Brave for this, but yeah. Oh, you have Phoenix down. I don't really like that, but that's kind of okay.
Thank you.
That wizard is slow. We will very easily be able to... we're going to speed up you. You're 47. Alright, he's the same. So Agrius will go first. Giving her Tailwind will give her +1 speed. That means she will for sure get her turn before that Black Mage, and then that Black Mage will just die. And so... and we can be... I don't need Scoodles to really do anything, so we can just go up here and Chakra. It's not going to do much, but a little bit of healing. We'll just top Agrius off here, so we're not really in any danger. And then, yeah. I still want to be careful. I want to wait until these knights move before I really go do anything. What is the Geomancy here? Wind Slash. We do have this one. I will go for you. This can inflict slow, I believe. Yeah, this is slow. We didn't get it, but that's okay. As long as we re-killed that Black Mage. And it's worth mentioning now is that we know that that archer in specifically has... has Phoenix down. So he is going to, in general, try to keep that rezzing that Black Mage, which is great for me because he's wasting his turn. He's not getting really any effect out of it, and then I can just keep doing, you know, other stuff. So that is a little unfortunate. PF Footprints has perfect compatibility with Barrack, so he's going to be taking a ton of damage. It should be relatively easy to negate that. We'll try to... Scoodles, you have a defender on, don't you, though? You do. Which knight do I have to worry about here? So you rend armor, it's a carabine mail. I don't really mind either way. You have rend weapon, and you would be in range because you can get to here. So I do have to be mindful of that. So we kind of want to kill these knights first. 1, 4. That's too much for Hallowed Ruin. We might try for... Let's see what damage we do here first. 202, 202. I two-shot them regardless. So we're going to do this. This will do slightly less, but...
This fleeting life, cling to it not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment blade!
We'll do slightly less, I think around 180. Yeah, but it will... We had a chance to stop them, which is kind of the thing I wanted to go for, but now they're also in range where I could get my my Geomancer in to do a draw sword. That Black Mage is never getting a turn. Even this guy's going to res him, that Black Mage will be dead with, you know, by the time any of my guys get a turn. Alright, so 180, you will go 2757. There's no way I would outspeed that, even with 186. Oh, there's a possibility if I get haste on Agrius that, like, I could get that. But I want that guy dead. Ooh, that's really bad. If I rend speed on you, 45%. Yeah, we'll try it. Yeah, I didn't expect to hit it, but that's all right. We'll make something work there. This haste would go really late. Oh no, they're all like just right next to a turn. 78, 2 ticks is, he'd be over 90. There's no way Agrius would catch up. Alright, so we are going to just heal, probably. Yeah, I'm just going to heal yourself, and you're going to move in a position where Barrack just cannot shoot you. Huge on the parry. And you can... or 7. So right here, I should be able to kill a lot of people in a moment. Yeah, so we're going to hit 4 people with this. Do I want the slow, or do I want to go for the damage? I think I'm going to go for the damage here. This can also do confusion. Slow, typically, I find is better, but... yeah, we just killed basically everyone on their team. Perfect. We will Tailwind you. And the next couple battles, I am going to be switching the Prince over to...
It seems I've improved.
I mustn't panic.
To have talk skill to work on, or orator. Because I need to work on lowering their brave sum. I'm not going to lower them all the way down to nothing. I don't think that's worth it. Hopefully you don't break my weapon. 3%. There is the chance. Oh, that's armor. I don't care about that. But I would like to work on lowering brave slightly, because I do need to still get some amount of lower brave for finding find item stuff. 178. This means this is 202. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. But Ramsey could get the kill. Oh no, I think I can do. How much do you do with Divine Rage? It'd be 210, 214. Still not enough. All right. Well, we're just going to cast and wait then. I'll go for the stop since it doesn't matter.
This does not look good.
Didn't get it. That's okay. We'll wait in place.
My turn.
34, 31, 32, 33, 32. Alright. Move this way to go after him.
Stay sharp.
You have my thanks.
I want to go after this dude. No, we don't do too much to him. So we're just going to kill... Oh, that doesn't actually kill. Interesting. I do want to kill him. You do even less. Alright, well, we're gonna kill you. I just want him dead.
Do not let them win.
Leave it to me.
Okay, and then we just need to wipe out this archer. He does not have item. Perfect. Aim +4, really? Risky move, buddy. Now Barrack is in a position where I should be able to steal from him. Perfect. And like I said, we're going to steal both his weapon and his helmet. Because those both have things I want. Oh, I can't actually reach you? I don't like that. This is too high of a disadvantage. I do a little bit of damage here. Yeah, not enough though. Guess I can move here to keep him from going anywhere, and I can see if I get a rend speed on you again. Nope.
Go forth.
Ah, yes.
Okay, but I think we have this battle pretty well in hand by now. The fact that we slowed Barrack down once already. 36. I think we need to start with something else. Yeah, start with the helm. But the fact that we kind of just, again, another just really strong way of we completely negated. Killing him here is actually going to be kind of bad, because then Barrack will be able to get away. Once we can surround him, he can't actually go anywhere. Right now he can get out because there's so many bodies just sitting here.
Why?
Okay. All dead. Yeah, he's going to be able to move out of this. Move to a spot where I can surround you. Oh, perfect. Even if you leg shot me, it doesn't matter. Which he did. Perfectly fine. I'm not worried at all, because now I can... steel tolerances on these is 1, right? Yeah. We'll put you... Everyone else can move in basically any spot. Alright, put you on equal level ground. Yeah, we failed, I know. But we're just going to move behind you now, and we'll have him surrounded here in a moment, so I'm not worried at all. I don't really want to quick either of you. You're both in the wrong spot, but... So you can move yourself for some JP. And yeah, you can't do anything at the moment. And yeah, we're going to be getting used to this, failing to steal and all that. There are ways to manipulate it to be better. I could give Ramza more speed. I could lower the brave of the enemy. I could make them a chicken, lower their brave enough. But we're, for the first few things we need, we're not really going to be doing too much. There is a fight later on. Not really that far later on, to where we will be, you know, the whole purpose is to steal everything off of an enemy, and it will be very difficult, and I will be more than enough to...
I must concentrate.
Where I could spend, you know, up to an hour stealing everything. It will take a bit. So I apologize in advance for some of the stealing stuff, but it is something. Yep, you're not going to hit me, even if you hit my Geomancer. I don't. Yep, doesn't matter. We're not moving anyway.
Right.
Alright, so I want you. This was an archer. You can. Yes, you can move. Alright, so we're going to move here for this. Aim +10. Sure, I'll take aim +10. And Like, if I can get another Ren speed, that'd be nice. We've missed like 4 or 5, 50%, 56% in a row, which, you know, is what it is, I guess. Come on, man, give it up. It should not be this hard. Okay, and now everyone's in a position that Eric can't attack us because he has a gun, his minimum range. And then also we are faster. He's going to keep facing Ramsden. Yeah, that's a little annoying. And Agris can just go around and... Oh, huge. We got a ton of Geomancy from that for free. That's 600 JP right there. One day, man. One day.
I must concentrate.
I forget what has the highest steel, 37. I think it is Helm. Accessory. Doesn't have a shield. Weapon, I know, is the lowest steel percent, yeah. So, as you steal items too, you get higher... Some of the chances of the other stuff does get higher. Like if you steal a cloak, for example, that increases somebody's evade. There we go. It becomes easier then to steal the next item because now that evade is also not there. Agris will get all of this, and she's going to run. This is just free abilities for her, which is really nice. But also the items we get will be nice if we need to sell them. And you could, if you really wanted to, in these... we stole the helm already. What is your accessory, actually? Nothing I really care about. Oh, actually, I think I do want one of these eventually. Just kidding, I don't need that. Where you could be using abilities, gaining JP and, you know, EXP and all of that. But I'm not going to go crazy with that stuff, like I said before, where you don't really need to grind a bunch. Missing abilities on this guy. Hey, we finally slowed him down more. Missing abilities, you don't get any JP or EXP, so I'm fine spamming these because if I miss them, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Come on.
Until I just get the weapon, and it should be relatively fast with haste. We'll reapply haste here in a moment.
My turn, is it?
Can run his speed one more time. Very nice. I think he's down to basically nothing.
Will this help?
I shall give my all.
As soon as he gives us the weapon, we will kill him. It'll take a minute though. And there are ways, like I said, you can improve Ramza by giving Ramza more speed. What is this guy's speed? He should be at 1 almost. No, he's at 4 speed? Really? Oh, okay.
I've got you now.
Come on.
Just give me your glacial gun and I'll move on. But because he's not moving and because he's not taking an action, his charge time restarts at 40 every single time, which you know, makes it where his turns are still getting somewhat faster. He's down to 2 speed now, so this should be a lot better. So if he gets another turn... Alright, so you see here, we have ways now where I will want to get behind... Oh, perfect, we got it. As I complain about it, he then gives up his weapon. Alright, so he still has the Luminous Robe. This doesn't have anything special. This is just HP and MP. It is nice. It's one of the next level robes you can get, but because it doesn't give 2 MA, or 2 magic attack, not really worth it, in my opinion. Agris moves next, so we're going to move you out of the way. And, I don't know, what are you weak against? I think these all do the same damage. Titan will do a little more. Yay. 100. 115. If we get a stop, it'll make it even easier. We didn't. That's okay. He's not going to get a turn. I think we will be killing him here, or should be able to. Just kidding. He evaded an 82. We'll Kotetsu you. I guess you don't have great compatibility to do 84 with that. Oh right, he just has innate defense and magic defense ups. That's why stuff doesn't do a lot of damage.
My turn.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more conversation here.
Once you've put a stop to this fighting, what then? How do you propose to purge Ivalice of her corruption? To answer the cries of her downtrodden populace? Her fever will not cease to rage till her festered limbs are cut and seared. Even you must see that.
You would cut away the pure flesh with the foul. What good can come of such wanton butchery? No. This is sophistry spun by the very perpetrators of this war, and I will not be swayed by it. There are ways to heal a festered wound without the knife. The poison can be drawn.
Pray tell, what poultice might draw the nobles from this land? So long as you blight it with your existence, we must bow to your whims. Such is the way of the world, the foundation upon which men build their kingdoms. Should even two men exist, they can never know equality. The one may rule, the other must obey. The one may profit, the other must toil. Ever will one seek to exploit the other, and I will not be exploited. I will claim your seat and take what is my due.
You think to cure the realm's corruption by becoming part of it? There is no difference between you and those you would depose. What when another comes to claim your seat? You care not for Ivalice's suffering. You care only for your own.
Oh, such righteous words. A pity they only add to your hypocrisy. I won't let it.
Oh, you live. Oh, you're gonna immobilize me because you. Yeah, I was gonna say, since he lost his weapon, he now can hit us. Not that it matters because we're just gonna kill him. What are our EXP? Like 33, 34, 32, 34. I like, obviously, PF Prince to Phil Prince to get this, but it's probably not gonna happen. Of course, you would block. I will let Scoodles get this then. Maybe 33. Well, that didn't even kill. Whoops.
Nothing can stop me. I must
Well, Ramsey, get out of the way then. Is there anyone I want to give bravery to? Both at 77, 80. Your bravery needs to go down. Well, I'll give you one more brave. And what I was going to say is because when you make them so slow, you can... I could move people around, so then I could have gotten, you know, Ramsey behind him to steal from him. Didn't need to do that, though. Huge.
I'll give my all.
Get bonked in the head. Get owned.
Not now. Not when we're so close.
And he did. Didn't teleport away this time.
We must find Count Orlando.
Alright, victory is ours. Yeah, I can imagine Synthil being the greatest contributor when she took one turn, walked in the middle of 4 enemies, and did like 900 damage.
Me? Plotting against the Duke? Are you mad?
Please, my lord, do not make this harder than it must be. We have our orders.
Why, in the name of all that's good, would I wish to unseat my liege lord?
You ask the very question that vexes me. I am gravely disappointed in you, Cid. I had thought you a friend.
Surely you cannot mean that, your grace. The gods as my witness, I am no turncloak. I I am your most loyal man. My conscience is clean. What lying blackguard would besmirch my name?
Even yet you deny it. Your betrayal is as cold steel through my heart. You have conspired with rogue elements within the church to see me overthrown. My information comes from the High Confessor himself. You can imagine his distress upon learning of the plot.
Your Grace, the High Confessor deceives you. It is he who schemes in the shadows.
Now there is an august claim. Have you any evidence of this?
My son Oren is close to obtaining proof. Yet even without it, the plot is as clear as day. It is by the Church's design that you are at war with Duke Larg, that they may seize control of the kingdom in the aftermath.
Ha! Never have I heard such nonsense. Pray tell, when did you shed your pride and don the fool's motley in its stead?
20 and more years of loyal service. And still, I have not earned your trust. Words fail me, Your Grace.
As you fail me. I cannot hope to fight a war without your order's forces. Still, it seems I am left no choice but to deny you your freedom. A lamentable situation for us both. Take him from my sight.
You summoned me, Your Grace?
I want you to maintain your contact with Malond. A gaggle of cretinous sycophants they may be, but I cannot do without the cooperation of the upper clergy. Once the confessional decree is in my hands, Larg is as good as defeated.
Fear not, Your Grace. The High Confessor's mind is quite firm on that account.
Excellent. You have performed most admirably. There is another matter. I am placing the Order of the Southern Sky under your leadership. Henceforth, you are a knight devout. For now, this is a provisional appointment, but it shall be made permanent pending the battle's outcome.
You grant me honor far beyond my due.
I expect I shall not regret it. I place my full and utter confidence in you, Commander Hyrule. You, and you alone.
Your Grace.
This feels like a bad idea that he doesn't know about. Alright, so we are going to prepare for Fort Besselat. So I do want to change some things around. I don't think I need my thief gear for either of these next two fights. I kind of spoiled that there are two fights. But yeah, there are two fights coming up. I think I'm going to, I think I'm actually going to make Rams a monk here. I know it's been a bit.
Feels good.
But yes, I think feels good for this one. And I am going to give him the Sortilege again. I think that is just one of his best accessories for what he does. I'm fine with defense boost still. Makes him very tanky. Even though I know that there will be mages on some of these upcoming fights. I'm going to make you a white mage. I would like an extra raise ability, but I also would like to give you Ramza JP spillover from the upcoming, or for this class. So we will put on a, do we want a wizard robe or do I want more HP? There are ninjas in the next maps, so I do have to worry about that. Even with Sheer Hidori, I would take some damage. Or do I want to go with the more defensive robes? It's only 20 HP. We will put the wizard's robes on. This gives us more magic attack, which I'm perfectly happy with. 14 MA is huge. We're going to keep magic boost. I forgot to take ignore elevation off. We will have movement +2. The 6th move is, in my opinion, much more effective. With Geomancer, it's kind of okay to have ignore elevation. They already have base 4 movement, so 5 movement with red shoes is perfectly fine. But 6 movement when you're on a white mage is probably needed. And then they're going to get the Lambent hat here. Like I said, this is now the a little bit less MP than the Celebrant's Mitre, but you get more HP and you get the additional speed bonus, which is absolutely worth it. Like I said with PF Footprints, we're going to switch you over to an Orator here. Now that we have a second Glacial Gun, it'll be really nice there. We are going to give you a Featherweave Cloak. You'll keep Time Magic, and then we'll put regular defense boost on here. Like I said, there's more physical enemies in this map than magical ones, if I remember somewhat accurately. And then you can just be equipped with whatever armor here. You're going to be mostly trying to Speechcraft anyway to lower your Brave sum and raise the faith of Scoodle's sum. Scoodle's here. I could keep you a knight, that wouldn't be an issue, but I think I'm going to put you back on Chemist, or I could pull out the Ninja for this fight. Yeah, I don't think I need to slow anybody down. I do want to check one thing before I go into this fight, though. We will give you back item here. Throw item is probably not needed. We will put on defense boost. We will put on a Featherweave Cloak. Power Garb is fine. We'll put a headband on. But I think I am going to change these as Will Straight Blades. They do apply sleep, but the downside of having these on a ninja is, let's say I hit them with the first attack here, and it puts them to sleep. Well, then I'm going to immediately hit them with the second attack, and it's going to just unsleep them. So what we will do is we're going to go buy, I don't know if they're Bervenia, we're going to go buy 2 of those Ninja Blades. They're not. I think I have to get them from Dorder. If I remember, Samurai and
Welcome after all.
Samurai and Ninja stuff are only from these, and they are expensive, but like I said, they are better than the other item, than the Zil Straight Blades now, and they, even though they're a little bit less in the weapon defense, that doesn't matter. I'm not using parry, so I can just sit here and put both of these on. I will also pick up some more throne items. I'll pick up 9 of you. And I'll get up to 5 for each of these, so I just have some options here.
Are you happy, Lenny? Will that be done?
Because we do have both of those thrown for abilities learned on the ninja. Oh, we don't have throw shuriken. We're going to get throw shurikens. We have shuriken and bombs. I'm not going to learn any of these other ones, and the reason for that is, first off, we don't accidentally throw anything. That's super good. And secondly, when you go in the throw menu, it's not in order of shuriken, then bombs, then daggers, and swords. I don't know the exact order of it offhand. It might be the order your inventory is in, which is not the order of how I would want it. I want shurikens and bombs at the top, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Other than that, yeah, so we'll do that for you. You're equipped. Let me give you Shira Hidori, since I forgot last time. You don't need an ice shield for this. We can put you on diamond shield. I don't want a weakness for you. But yeah, Geomancer I think is going to be where you're going to sit for a bit, because it is just really good. We will... Yeah, what... Doesn't tell me really what these are on. I'll get this one. I think that's the stone flooring. I think Tanglevine. Those are the 2 most common ones. It would be nice to say, hey, let's go to Holy Knight and get these last 2. They're okay. I think they're just less useful, and like I said last time, the Holy Knight job class has lower physical attack than the Knight job class, and has a lower physical attack growth, and you don't get the same equipment that you can put on as other classes. Like a Geomancer, we get +4 physical attack, so we're from 7 up to 11, because we can equip Headband and Power Sleeve. Holy Knight can't do that, and they have a lower PA natural than a regular Knight. Now, very soon we will be getting an item that will improve that, which is I will be using, and I'll probably switch her back to a Knight, because I think that it will end up being slightly better. That is the one downside here of equipped swords, is that doesn't include Knight swords. There actually is no equipped Knight sword thing, so if your class can't naturally equip it, you just can't put it on. Which is a little unfortunate, because I think it is kind of nice to be able to use it. The other thing too is I don't think I have one yet. I naturally will get one here soon, but you could get, wherever it is here, bracers. This is +3 physical attack power. I could put this on in place of the Japamala, and I could put a black robe on instead of the power sleeve. It gets overall 1 more PA, or physical attack, but you don't get any immunities to poison, toad, vampire, or undead, which right now that's not relevant, but in some fights later in the game, it's more important to have those immunities than it is to have 1 extra attack power. So we'll keep it as this for now. The other thing is, I will want to check it here in a moment. I will have to pull it up though, because I don't know it offhand, so you'll have to give me just a moment. I think I want you to be on Treasure Hunter, and that is because in this specific fight, I pressed the wrong button. That's fine. Give me 1 moment to look this up. I didn't pull it up beforehand because I wasn't paying attention. You can hear my clickety-clacker in the background if you want. Alright, so we want so there are 2 items we want to get in this next one. So I do want to have that there. So we have, just quickly double checking everything, so we have everything here. We do want Treasure Hunter, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with poaching. I'm fine with using it where I just reload if I have to get the item. I don't want to have to keep going over and over it, because in reality these rare items, it's 100 minus your bravery, so right now I'd have a 36% chance to get it because I have 64 bravery. You would just get your brave permanently down to like 15 or something, or 16 if you don't want to get if this target goes, this character goes under 10 brave permanently, they'll leave your party. So it's 16 brave, you would go, and then you just have an 84% chance of getting the rare item. You would do the map, you would go to the thing. If you get the rare item, you would continue on with the map. If you didn't get the rare item, you would just reset the whole map and redo the whole thing. Which, like with poaching, where I said, oh, I'll bring 4 mobs, I'll kill them until I get one of them is a rare carcass, and then if we don't get it, we'll just redo the whole battle. I don't want to have to do that, so I'm just going to do the same thing we did with poaching. If I get the rare item, great. If I don't, I'm just going to quickly do the quick save reload and go and then get it afterwards. So I'm obviously paranoid, so I will save again because this is what I do. Alright, and then we're going to Fort Besselat. And we have options. We can go to the north or south wall. And both of these are different battles. It is kind of nice that they did different battles for them. I think one of them is easier than the other. They have the same amount of enemies, but I think in this case the north wall has better items to find. So the south wall, for example, rarely from move find item or treasure hunter, you can get a Yagyu Darkness, which is the highest level shuriken. We can just buy those. A Platina Shield, we can buy that. A gold hairpin, and a Carabinian mail, which is an armor. We can buy all of those. Whereas the north wall, we can get an air knife and an angel ring. Rarely. We can buy angel rings. We'll be able to buy air knives very soon. But we also have them from poaching, and we have the Zwil Straight Blade, which are better. But the other 2 items are a Rune Blade, which is the one-handed sword I was talking about, that gives +2 magic attack. That will be huge for our samurai if we have them in Geomancer in their mage build. But then you also get a Kikomanji, which I mispronounced entirely, but it's one of the samurai swords. The last one that you're able to buy, which we can't buy till later, also very expensive. But it acts like Earth Slash when you use it, or Shockwave for the monk when you use it. So we're going to go to the north wall here, because it is much better for what we're looking for. And it's worth mentioning, I don't have my knight here set up for being able to like slow an enemy down, so I can go and do like lower somebody's speed.
As you wish.
But we should be fine either way.
Of course.
And of course, I don't remember how this map. It's in. Oh right, it tells me the height. So height 1, and figure it out based on where the rune blade is. Rune blade is in a height of 16, so somewhere way up. So
I am ready to fight.
these are in text maps, so I don't have them memorized.
Affronted assault? Are the Northern Sky a bunch of lackwits?
We come under a white banner with a matter of the utmost urgency. We must meet with Count Orlando at once.
The Count, you say? You must be sellswords in his employ, come to kill the Duke. But you're too late. Orlando's plot was foiled and he now rots in a cell. All right, men. We put down these knaves. Have at them!
Alright, so hopefully I get a turn quickly. I can kind of look at where I need to be for this. Yeah, these guys are all level 30, like mid-level 30s now, so we are getting to the point where we've been pretty consistent with our levels versus the enemy at 35. Do you have Shockwave? This is going to hit 4 people. Whoops. My bad. We're going to need to kill him. That's a problem. We will just heal this, so I'm not that worried. Alright, so let's take a look at everything here. You don't have anything. You obviously have Shockwave, since you just hit me with it. You have Catch, not that I'd throw anything at you anyway. Archer Bane, you have that plus 20. We have a Summoner here. We do need to take care of them. I think in this map, you have Leviathan. Everything else on you is kind of whatever. I think the Dragoons and the Summoners and the Monk, obviously, are the most dangerous. I think the Archers are not that dangerous with the defensive abilities that we have. So nobody really has anything we want to steal. We just want the move find items, so height 16. So yeah, so this would have to be so I'd be looking at it like this. So 0, 1, height of 1. This tile here, this is the samurai sword that we're looking for. So we want to get that. And then 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. This is where the other one, the rune blade, where we want to get. So we can put markers on them. This is actually kind of a neat feature. We can just get markers, which is super nice. And then we're going to go kill this guy. I don't know if I want to actually attack him frontally. It's pretty weak. Can't really reach this guy. But Agrius goes after the Summoner, so I'm kind of okay. We can't reach him yet. Alright, so we are probably going to... I want to heal you, actually, because you have item. We're just going to go and hit this guy. We will probably miss one of these hits. That's okay.
Where to?
You can... We're going to Murasame. I know I could Kiyomori, get Protect and Shell up. Then I could just wait, and then I could Tailwind with Ramza to make her faster. That is valid, but I am somewhat worried about that Summoner coming forward and doing enough damage to me that I would take a lot of damage. So we're going to spend the first few turns probably dealing with that Monk over there and then dealing with the Summoner. So we're going to move back. How far can this guy move up? You can move all the way up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So even if I move that direction, you will... 2, 3... we can move here. No, I don't want to move this direction. We're going to move here. We're just going to spread out in this direction and we should be fine. I think we'll be able to take care of the Summer pretty easily. I do... are you the same speed as him? 91, 91, probably. 91. Alright, so if I give Agrius speed, she will then go ahead of this Summoner. I don't want that, so I think we're going to end up Moving, yep, you're on a different level. What damage do I do to you? Not much, okay. I'm gonna want to speed up you probably. I know I'm putting people in a bit of a... This is gonna be a little bit precarious. But we should, I think, be okay. I do also have to worry where I'm putting everybody is that the monk could move over to that corner and shockwave me anyway, so I will have everybody in a little bit different spot. Alright, you're in a spot where I can... You're Leviathaning, okay. Let me see if I can take care of this too. Yeah, Leviathan's in an interesting... Yeah, so you're going to be able to hit me no matter what. That's concerning. 1, 2, 3, and we can get you in here. Can I hit you with Divine Ruination, actually? I cannot, okay. I do not enough damage to kill you. That's unfortunate. Hopefully...
Power thrumming in skies above, as refulgent blade now strike! Hallowed bolt! Take this!
No silence, that's... bleh. Can you... And then, yeah, you're for sure not going to be able to get up there. That's kind of sucky. Quick. I could go for the 69%. You would get it off first. Yeah, I could quick myself and then just move out of the way. I'm going to move out of the way anyway. Can I meteor? No, meteor's way too long. The other thing you could do is... I don't... Do I have it? This wouldn't matter with his casting. You could entice him, but yeah, he's much too far away. Yeah, if we get the 69%, it would be very safe. We would just kill. What does your move look like? You cannot get to him. You cannot. Alright, well, Agrius, I'm putting my faith in a 69% hit here. And just to make sure, this Leviathan is... Yep, so we're just going to move here. I believe in you. We got it. Huge. Okay, this Leviathan dude is dead. We should be much safer now. That monk is still going to get to move, though. And that is the power of quick. Yeah, very, very good to give, you know, somebody an immediate second turn when someone's charging. I am going to now Kiyomori. I want the...
This is for you. Much obliged.
Still haven't shattered it. Perfect. I do want the protect. Should be able to kill the monk on the next turn here. He's probably going to Earth Slash here. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. He will do less damage this time around. Yep, 60 damage is perfectly fine. And of course you're going to move there. That is somewhat annoying in that I can't kill you here. Yeah, 118 is not enough, so we're just going to heal in place. And then we're going to wait. We'll get a turn a little faster. Agrius should be able to get a turn and take care of him. That hurts. Please don't.
I must concentrate.
We can wish, or chant rather. Oh, we're a monk actually. We can just chakra. We're gonna do that. That's the safer play. We've obviously put ourselves in a line here, but Agrius can just stand in front of that monk and kill him. That jump was really fast. We parried anyway, so we're good. I like that they are going for Sentinel. I mean, they have very low chance, which, I mean, there will be hits. Please I don't want people to think, oh, you're never going to get... I will get hit. Do not worry. How fast is your haste going to put you? Turns. Yeah, we'll haste here. Move you here so you get haste. And then we're going to zap that dude. 154. Alright, our ninja should have a good chance of actually killing him. And like I said, with our defensive setup against most physical attacks, the archers I'm not too worried about. Even with aim plus 7, they're doing, what, 80 damage, 90 damage? So I am kind of okay with where we're at. I could also just kill you with a... I'd have to hit you twice. So we're just going to kill you with a Kotetsu. Hopefully kill you with a Kotetsu. Yep. There. And now our ninja can move and do other things. This guy has sticky fingers, so we're just going to move this way, and then we will wait. We're not going to throw anything at him. That would be a mistake.
Come on.
And we're going to Tailwind PF Footprints because they need speed, so they can start getting around the map. The downside of Treasure Hunter, by far, and obviously this map it doesn't matter. As you can see, 9, 11, 13, 15, we can get all the way up here without needing plus move or plus jump. The 3 jump you start with is more than enough. Actually, you can get up even with less. But in some maps later, we are going to have to give our treasure hunter the ability to have 4 jump. 214, 200, 355. That doesn't kill. It's also really far away. We'll just wait then. Last thing I need is them to... That's with Protect. I'm glad I have Protect on, but it is a bit concerning that they're going to do so much damage to me. 178, 178. Hell, a bolt hits both. It's gonna be 202, I think. Yeah. And we're just gonna kind of mop up through these guys here. Low compatibility, but we proc disable that. This is why I'm saying if I'm using the ninja, I would rather have that. That's a 12%, I think that was, or 18%, something tiny. But like I said, we're gonna get hit. I'm perfectly fine with how we're doing so far. Rams will just wait. All right, and you. That is. An X potion. Oh yeah, no, I had the marker in the wrong spot. All right, that is not what we wanted, so we're just gonna load. Should be this one here. That's a 30% chance. Oh, there we go. We found it right away. Nice. Yeah, so Kiku Ichimanji. And that is the samurai sword. Now, I will haste myself.
I've got work to do.
Alright, so I had this in the wrong spot. So 2 is here. Which means it should be there. Alright, yeah, because that's 0, 1, 2. Yeah, so this is where it should be. Where is that other samurai again? Am I fast enough that he's just still in the air? Yeah, he's still in the air. Why did he jump on my character then? Alright, we're just gonna kill you then. Yeah, heal that guy. That's fine. He's got don't act on him, so he's gonna die. And if the summoner, by the way, we're going to put, I'd like to get PF Footprints over there. If the summoner crystallizes, I'd like PF Footprints to get their crystal, because they can get Leviathan out of it, which is super nice. Yeah, I don't know why that guy did that. I clearly was much faster. As you can see here, charging Sheer Hidori still works, so we can still reflexively do that, whereas if I had reflexes, that would not work. Because reflexes just doubles your evasion, but when you're charging, most of your evasion doesn't work. It may also be that what are we looking at? 33, 34. Yeah. We're just going to give you another... as much speed as possible so you can get around the map. Because you're going to be consuming turns, lowering your brave in general. Or I can just leave it, I guess. And maybe work on your faith. Makes me wonder if I want to kill this archer or leave this dragoon up. Probably worth killing the archer, or killing the dragoon, leaving the archer up. I think the archer is much less dangerous. We look like 178. Well, I'm not going to kill either way, so maybe stop him. Nope, haven't seen a stop in a while, but it's okay. Yeah, because we are going to take forever to get where we're going. I want to intimidate.
By the way,
I missed a 94%? Ooh, that is painful. Oh well. Okay. And yeah, we're now we just need to corral this archer into, move to a spot where I can get up there and block you. 11%, let's go.
Where to?
You're not going to be able to get up in that way, so we're going to have you go this way. I know this seems really weird to lower Brave so much. Alright, minus 20. But it's okay. Their reaction ability is based on equipment anyway. So I don't need them to have really high Brave. I would like to get their Faith up some more though. Get it closer to 85. Get Agris's Faith up a little bit. Scoodles' Faith up a little bit. I think everyone's Faith needs a little bit of boost. Into the 70s at least. Yeah, obviously they're 77. 70 exactly. I'm just going to move here. We will give you one more Tailwind. So you can kind of go on your way because you're going to start climbing up this tower. But Ramza will sit back here and get whatever the monk drops. Oops. Move. Oh, you don't have that yet. I do a lot of damage, so we definitely don't want to hit this guy. I know that seems somewhat unfortunate to say, but I do need to, now that I'm up here.
Right
then. You can't get up that way. We're going to move you this way. This is another map, by the way, that has really good use for ignore elevation from the Dragoon. You could immediately get up to the top here. Yeah, 8%. Good luck, buddy. Reflexes coming in clutch. Alright, we get a treasure chest. What do we have here? Gaia gear. Perfect. Free set of Gaia gear. I will never say no to that. Speechcraft. Yeah, you're only in range of yourself, so I'll keep giving you some faith. Move you here. Move you here. And now this archer is stuck, but we are going to be able to get up there. I will get Ramza in this direction. We'll clean up some, if any amount of corpses that drop treasure chests. I will have him pick these up. Any crystals, I will try to get this archer stuck in position so I can get Agrius away and have Agrius try to get any of the crystals But until we get our item here, we're just going to be waiting. And it is unfortunate. I don't want to say unfortunate. I mean, it is somewhat necessity in the long run that you will do this on some maps. Now, I'm not going to use them to grind out extra stuff. But some maps, you know, you're going to want to pick up these rare items from Treasure Hunter or from you know, stealing and all that. So some of these maps will take longer because of that. But I don't think that's a bad thing.
By the way.
Yeah, we missed both on you, Agris. Agris, your faith will get there eventually. All right, treasure chest.
Come on.
Pick up this one. That's not a treasure chest. Okay, get ourselves a polearm. I will say the southern wall is a bit different. But for this one, where we had archers, we had one monk, we had 2 archers, 2 dragoons, and a summoner. Alright, so we found the... not what I wanted, so we will quickly load. Well, this one we had 2 dragoons, 1 summoner, 2 archers, and a monk. Right, there we go, we got the rune blade. The other wall has... they have ninjas, archers, and knights or dragoons. I think they also have 1 summoner. But I think they have ninjas, I think, instead of dragoons. So I think everything else is the same. But that map is much more flat compared to this. So very, very easy to kind of just, you know, get around and not be stuck, basically by... Yeah, this guy's gonna move. I'm fine with it. Yeah, you're not gonna get stuck by, you know, the height tolerance here. So we'll be able to quickly re-surround him, though. Speechcraft, preach. Give you a little more faith here. It's worth mentioning a lot of the speechcraft stuff. I didn't really go over this. I probably should have, but
come
on. You're not going to be needed to kill them. I'm waiting on Agris to get over here for the crystal. Aim +7. Ooh.
I'm ready to fight.
So you see here our magic attack is 4. Speechcraft is a fixed percent based on the ability plus your magic attack times the zodiac compatibility. So increasing your magic attack is key if you want to really try to grind this out more quickly. I'm kind of okay with just whatever I get. But obviously I would, you know, I'm fine taking 50/50s on all of these. You know, we get a couple extra points as the fights go on. And
my turn, is it? My turn.
As the game goes on in these fights, we will, you know, get a little bit more out of it. So, but if you really wanted to make them as quickly as possible, is you would put Speechcraft on and be a magic heavy class like a white mage or a black mage. You know, free jump +7, sure. And with plus MA gear, and that would allow you to very quickly have higher percentages to farm this stuff. Yeah, and we should be able to kill you just fine.
My efforts have borne fruit.
Oh, you're not dead. You'll be almost dead. Oh, you're disabled now. Get wrecked. All right, well, he's not. His aim is going to fail now. We will. A good kill with you. We're gonna get another preach off. Maybe we can get not fail this one. Nice. We can hit a second one. +2 permanent faith there. Yep, disable prevents his aim from going off, and you're gonna get bonked. Goodbye.
Better than ever.
Count Orlando, plot against his lord. No, The church must be behind this. The situation grows more dire. We must act quickly if we are to stop this battle.
Alright, so another battle down. We're gonna try to get through the next one, and then we'll probably do some errands afterwards. We have story first, though.
What's happened here? You're unwell. What's wrong?
My chest. I cannot breathe.
Be strong. God's preserve. What ill magic is this?
They have befouled the air. A poison extracted from moss fungus spores.
Lord Brother!
I will be well. The antidote wards off the worst. I worry only for the Duke. Where is he?
Would that I knew. My search has yielded naught.
I am here.
Your Grace, are you harmed? Someone! Summon an apothecary! At once!
How do you feel, Your Grace?
Every breath is like choking on water. And my head, it is as though it was split in twain. But the symptoms seem to subside. I just need some time.
I see. Unfortunately, time is one thing you do not have.
What? Oh. What are you?
Dice Dog!
Be silent, brother.
You've betrayed me. You killed your father to gain control of your house, and now you have killed me.
I will interject here. In the original version, this line, Duke says, is much more vague. He kind of like questions like, oh, Barbeneth died for you to gain control of the house? It wasn't really like, oh, you directly did it, but Duke Larg is very much accusing him specifically here. So I do think that's nice that they make it more direct.
Is this poison your work as well?
No. No. It is a gift of those who would see House Beowulf take center stage.
Why do this?
Duke Larg was slain in battle. It is now left to House Beowulf to carry out his wishes.
This... You go too far.
This dagger, place it among the corpses. They were assassins sent by Goltana. You understand me? Yes? The die is cast.
Lord Brother!
Also worth mentioning, Dice Dog says to Duke Larg, he's like, no one wants you to be king, as he's stabbing him in the chest and killing him. So, I think the dialogue was an improvement. I do like that they more directly call Duke Larg saying, you killed your father, to kind of show to Zalbag, hey, your brother's not really who you think he is. Alright, anyways, we're on to the next fight here. There are items here I would also like to find for a move find item. So we are going to keep our general team here. And yeah, this next fight's also going to be, it's not terribly hard, but it'll be interesting. There are a lot more enemies on it, so you should have gotten, yep, enough spillover JP. You have magic defense boost now. I should have tried to have gotten this much earlier. It's not needed for this fight, but it is nice to have just as an option for fights where I do need to have some amount of magic defense. I'm fine with your current setup. I think Monk is a fine thing to be on at the moment. Do I want you still as a white mage? No, we're actually going to switch you back to a geomancer. And I would like to obviously have the rune blade, and we're going to just go full gear here. And yeah, we're going to have a 15 magic attack geomancer with magic boost with samurai swords. We will learn the rest of these. So you now have all of the geomancy stuff for offensive stuff if we're out of range, and then we'll just pick up the stuff to master the class here shortly. You can stay on your current setup. Do I want defense boost? Probably not. I don't even know what I would put in that spot though. Yeah, I'll probably put you on Swift Spell actually, and make your haste a little bit quicker. I will keep Featherweave Cloak. I don't need 4 jump here again. Most things are, 2 height at most. But there are some items that are... We will mark where all of them are, and then I will see the best way to go around the map to get them all. We have time on this map, but yeah. Scoodles. In this map, I do typically like you to be a little more defensive, but Featherweave Cloak with reflexes is probably more than enough. I will have you stay this route. But I kind of want you to be, I think, more offensive. I don't think this map has people with guns. Actually, don't fully remember what this map has. I think it's mostly knights and archers, maybe. I don't think there's really many spellcasters. So I'm considering giving you attack boost. Yeah, we'll do it. If it's a problem, well, my own fault, so... Diamond Shield can stay, and I don't think you change at all. And yeah, you have plenty of stuff here, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so I think that's everything I want here. Yeah, so we will save again real fast after we've prepared. I probably should have saved on a different one just in case, but I'm pretty confident in our ability here to do this. But this fight is going to be slightly different in kind of the objective. So we're going to, based on the map here, that one is there, that one is way up there, okay. That one's all the way over there. So I want to get all 4, so there's going to be a lot of movement. So we're going to, okay, so this would be here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, so we want, I can't put it down here, so here is our first one, you there. I will put Agrius on this side. I think she is going to be important on that side, whereas on the other side here, I'm fine with my other 2 more offensive people. And I'm up against a bunch of casters. Oh, there are black mages. Oh, that's okay.
Of course. The sluice. With the sluice open, the lake's waters will flood everything downstream. Battle will be impossible.
So on this specific fight, those 2 black mages most likely will be the most dangerous. Ooh, that's a fast knight if you're going first. Yeah, 200 damage. I'm so glad you only have an 11% hit rate. Oof. And one of these guys, one of these mages will go. That's the one on top of the sluice there. And we'll explain the fight here in a second once I put markers down and these guys all move. You're gonna haste. Sure, dude. Haste that knight, please.
I've got work to do.
Okay. So now it's our turn. Alright, so we put one here. So this is the first item. That's 4, 0, 5, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's one there. There's one all the way at the end here, and then there's one, where are we? So we're at 0 here. So there's one here, I think. Maybe 2. Okay. Alright, so we'll work on getting all those. We'll quickly go through and take a look at all these guys. So, as we see here, this knight has an Ice Brand with the Japamala, so his attack is boosted because of that. He also has a ton of rend abilities, which is a problem. I don't want him breaking any of my stuff, so we're probably going to be focusing on killing these guys first before we really get into a bunch of items. This archer is basically worthless. Now, these 2 knights at the top here, they don't do anything. They're on these levers you see here on the ground. It's kind of hard to see, but they're walking on top of like brown levers, and there's one on each side. And you have to have Ramza specifically stand on these tiles after these knights are gone to unlock the sluice. You have to stand on both, so we'll have time towards the end to be able to move around a bit. But that's the objective. So you don't have to kill everybody here. You can just kill these knights. Once they go away, you can then stand on the thing. And you can move them any number of ways. You can forcibly move them with like dash, throw stone. They have a chance to move things. You can entice them, put them on your team, then they'll move away. You can what's more like confusion can also get them to move. But they're not going to move on their own natively. They're just going to stand here. So even though we're against, a 5v7 here, or 5v8, yeah, there's 8 enemies here, 2 of them don't move. So that is kind of nice. What do you have? You have Faraga, Thunder, yeah, whatever. He does have a Lambent hat. I would like to steal that, but I'm not in stealing, and we also, one of the rare items here that we're getting is one of those hats. And we're going to be able to pick them up soon anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. You have an Artemis bow, though. Yeah, so this is a huge upgrade from the Mithril bow. So you see it has 10 weapon power there, and then this dude has Mithril bow is 7. So the Mithril bow is the best bow that's been in the shop for some time. So the Artemis bow is a massive step up. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd best bow in the game. I think it's the best bow that you can buy. I think there are 2 bows better you can get in the Deep Dungeon. And last wizard here, you have a lot of stuff. We want you dead. Alright, so anyways, you can move first. 12. Let me see if I can hit everyone from here. Probably not. Oh, yeah. So height tolerance of 3. Can you get, you can get to the side of him. So this dude is dead. Sorry, dude. So we're going to move on the other side here. This side is going to be much more active in just kind of obliterating this side. I'm going to use Kotetsu because, yes, it does enough damage, and I'm not worried. I don't think I will break it, but... yeah, goodbye. Yeah. Scoodles would have just done like 360 damage. That dude, 1 crit, 1 non-crit would have done more than enough. Yeah, but this other side, this is going to be the problem side. Yeah, 18% there got hit. Oh well. We need to kill both of these knights. We cannot let them break any of our gear. But as you see, those 2 knights, they're not going to move. They're just going to sit there.
How are we to see the sluice opened? Ah, I see. We've only to pull the 2 levers located at either end of the gate. This will be no simple feat, though. Our foes will stop at nothing to protect the devices. We must act with the utmost caution.
I think we'll be fine, Ramza. What is our damage on this dude? Our blast. We do decent damage, but not enough that I'm wanting to actually hit him with that. And you have 3 move. Okay, so we should be able to outmaneuver this guy pretty easily. We'll put you here. I think it's funny that they're hasting that guy. That knight doesn't move, so hasting him kind of doesn't do anything. I hit both, I cannot. That's a little unfortunate. We do 202 to you, 202 to you. Alright, we'll hit you both. And we're going, he has 3 move. 1, 2, 3, so we're going to move you here. And wait. And you are going, can you actually get to our foot? No, so I would like to get here, but, whatever. if I move you here, it's going to be hard to get over to this one, but we're going to do the two. We're going to do this one and then the one over here first, and then we're going to come up this side, grab this one, and then do the one in the middle last. So we're going to shoot you. We do a lot of damage to you. I like that. Alright, so this is really nice for us. And I'm just going to move away. Yeah, I don't want you...
Now then.
Yep, hasted. Doesn't matter. Alright, so this dude is not going to have an issue. Oh, that other knight might move into a spot where I can try to stop them. We'll see, though. Hopefully this black mage... I feel like he's going to cast on me. Oh, he's going to come out. Alright, well, this black mage is dead. Nice knowing you. Doesn't matter. You have 40% chance. You're not going to get your turn unless you have a spell. Yeah, no, you don't. So we're going to go here. 3-person Yaido here. We're going to Murasame, or Muramasa here. Yeah, you know, a little bit. 252 damage each. And yeah, the wizard is dead. So we have negated now all of the high priority targets. Okay, you're actually in a great spot as well. And you've got 2 really low hits on him so far. That's fine. You're not... you're dead, but you're not. I'm going to move here. And we're actually going to go for a kill here. Yep, alright, so Agris will be able to hit both of them for 202, and they're dead. They're actually in a spot I could have Judgment Bladed, but we're just going to get kills. Okay. Alright, basically everything is done now. Fight over. Now it's just going to be us moving around, getting stuff. We found... That is the crystal shield. Alright, so that is the first item we want. We can undo that. And we're going to haste ourselves. So we get more turns in as we can move around. We just need to take care of that archer on the other side. You hit me from there? You can. Ooh. Still really far away, even hasted. But because he didn't kill me, yeah, we're just going to Katetsu this. May not kill, but if it breaks, I'm less worried about this breaking versus the other stuff breaking. So our hit percent 54. Ugh. We can get from the side here, though. 60. Sure. Nice. Okay. Only 2 enemies left. Fine with this. Even though there are none on this map, like I have all the... Nice, we got stopped. We've literally neutralized every enemy on this. Even though we are... I have them marked.
Stay sharp.
For the move, find, item stuff. On some maps, not this one, those squares would have traps on them. Actually, hold on, I want to do this first. So you would have, like, I'll use the Zeklaus Desert because I know that one offhand. With the places where move, find, item would find items, there are just traps. And one of them is a degenerator trap, which is a it is a what you call it? It's a trap that de-levels you, and a lot of people use it to min-max their characters to be in a way that they can de-level them as a character that has not the greatest stats, and then re-level them. I mean, you don't actually kill either way. Let's do this. And then re-level them as a class that has higher stat gain. So, like, imagine lowering your level as a black mage, for example. You would lose more MP and magic attack overall as you D-level as a black mage versus, say, a ninja. But if you D-level as like a ninja, you lose more speed and regular attack stat. We get it here. No, we got a remedy. I don't want that. So there are classes out there, Dancer for example, or actually Bard is probably the best example that people use. Bard is like some of the lowest growth rates, yeah, Crystal Helmet, perfect, in the game. So we, not we, but if you wanted to do this, you would D-level as a Bard, and then you would level up as something else. Oh, he gets to move right away. Well, Agris will get rid of him, it's fine. Thank you for not hitting me. Like I said, that knight will not move whatsoever. See you later. And I'm going to be careful because I don't know if they changed it where if we eliminate everybody, if it would... if he will like just automatically disappear and be gone, because we'll leave Rams on this side. Because now you just have to get all the way to the other side.
I've a point to prove.
This will take a couple minutes to do this. But we're just going to be picking up all these chests and things. Oh, there we get a flash hat anyway. So, or a lambent hat. So he is 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move you here so they can speechcraft you. Get you a little bit of faith here. Your faith and bravery on my ninja would be nice.
Onward.
Get them up to like 80. Like I said, yeah, those two knights, they never move. For better or worse, you know, is what it is. I'm fine with it as it is. You need to come this way. Speechcraft. Preach. Have faith. Man, we're not very good at talking to people today. Crystal shield. And as you see here, my Geomancer didn't pull the lever, so it does have to be Ramza. I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible, but I am going to keep trying to speechcraft as we go. Because, yeah, just gets Philprints, you know, the EXP to not fall super behind.
Right.
But then also allows me to... I'll have you pick this up because it's a black mage. Oh, we got a ton of archer abilities, huge. But then it also allows me to keep them up in some amount of EXP where they're not like falling behind. And then it slowly works on our Brave and Faith for later in the game.
By the way,
okay, almost at the next item here. I should probably start working on this knight, but I'm not really that worried. Move you here so I have somebody to speechcraft.
I'm here.
Alright, we got the crystal mail on the first one, sweet. Yeah, we have, like I said, about a 40% chance here to get one, to get our item whenever we do this, which is really nice. Oh, I should have hasted. Well, that's fine.
Onward.
Let me think.
We're just waiting around here until we get these items. I'll move you here. Paste you.
Never yield.
So yeah, this map not too bad. It can obviously be pretty challenging if you come in with, I don't want to say nobody that's really offensive, but like we saw how that first night could have hit Agrius, didn't, but could have hit her for over 200.
I must concentrate.
Knights with ice brands and Japamalas are pretty common. I won't say common, but like 1, 2, that's where you actually will be able to move. That's a pretty good setup. Like, it is definitely something that I do consider for an offensive, damage for a knight, because you can dual wield ice brands with Japamala. Now you're hitting twice. That could be over 400 damage. Obviously, they're a little bit boosted on stats, but just in the capability of being able to do all of that is super nice. We're going to start working on this guy. Oh, we crit, so we literally knocked him away. That is actually kind of annoying. Let's see if we get our item. We did not. We got the Phoenix down, so we don't want that. That's another way to move people. You crit them, they get knocked away. Agrius crit for twice as much damage. No, not Phoenix down. We don't want that. But the next few maps, next bit of Chapter 4 here is going to be... Alright, there we go. Our last Lambent hat. The next few battles of Chapter 4, we're going to be having... oh, I meant to do Speechcraft. Whoops. 34, 33... Yeah, we're all about the same. No, you're actually the furthest ahead. But this guy's about to move. I don't want him to do anything, so we're going to... How damage do we do? 56? Nah, we'll just kill him. And now that he's not on the thing, Ramza can... Oh, they actually did update it. Perfect. In the original game, Ramza still has to go and hit both of those things, even if all the enemies are dead. So I'm glad I did all the move find item stuff first, because otherwise I would have lost out on those. And I would not have gone back for them if I'd screwed this up. I obviously didn't know, but I'm glad we don't have to actually do that.
Right. All that remains is to open the sluice gates, and the battlefield will be flooded.
Father, we've come. I trust you've been kept well.
Well enough, as you can see. And this must be Barbaneth's son, Ramza. How you've grown, boy. Still, I recognize you at once.
Have we met, my lord?
Yes, though I can't say I'm surprised you've forgotten. You were only a child of some 3 or 4 years at the time. You gave us all quite a fright trying to lift my sword. Your father gave you a scolding that left you in tears, but at least you weren't hurt. And now here you've come to rescue me. I thank you. There's no need to kneel.
The battle is ended, with only light casualties on either side. This too, thanks to the help of Ramza. We've managed to hold the fires of war at bay. For a time.
I see. You are a worthy son of Barbaneth, young Ramza. There are many who owe you their gratitude, and I give it now in their stead. And mine with it, to be sure.
I do only what must needs be done.
I see your likeness to Barbaneth is more than skin deep. Your deeds honor him, boy.
Pray forgive the interruption, my lord. Duke Goltana means to execute you on the morrow. We should flee promptly, while the confusion eases our way.
It is as she says, my lord. We should continue this elsewhere.
Yes. Yes, it won't do for me to remain here with Goltana in this ill temper. Oren, I have decided to travel with Ramza. We must expose the Church's deception and put a stop to the High Confessor's plot.
Then I will go with you, my lord.
No. You will return to Zeltenia and see to the safety of Queen Avelia. She is the kingdom's rightful ruler and must be protected at all costs. That solemn duty falls to you.
I shall guard her with my life.
Well, Ramza, I trust you've room in your retinue for one more, long in the tooth though I may be.
My lord, you appear to me as a warrior in his prime. It would be my honor to fight at your side.
Then let's away before we're found.
All right. We did a new party member. Oh, who would be this? Refuse. No, you recruit this person. Orlando
I pledge myself to you.
Is properly named Thunder God Cid. And let me tell you, he is properly named when we say that. He is very powerful.
For the sluice to be opened when victory was within my grasp, I suffered a plague of fools.
You called for me, Your Grace?
Commander Hyrule, you are to gather a company of soldiers and move against the Northern Sky at once. If allowed to regroup, they will force another impasse. That is unacceptable. The White Lion must be put down for once and all.
But, my lord, the water from the sluice severely hinders movement. Even should we assemble a company, we would be hard-pressed to contend with our foe.
What's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. This is an opportunity we cannot let pass. What better time to strike than now, when they will not be expecting an attack?
I'm afraid I must refuse.
What did you say?
No man would wish to see you king.
Oh, I was wrong. It's Delita saying it to Goltana. This line is, no man wishes you see anything. And the original is like, no one wants you to be king. I think Duke Lark, Dice Dark says something somewhat similar of, yeah, you need to die.
Come. Know that your death is not in vain.
The vanity would be in living when Saint Ajora calls me to his side.
The real Count Orlando has escaped with Ramza. This is as you desired, yes?
It is. We can but hope that Ramza does not fail us.
High Confessor Marcel came forward with his offer to mediate a peace between the camps, but though their leaders had been lost, their capacity to make war had not. The High Confessor's offer fell on deaf ears. Meanwhile, seeking to end the Church's machinations and rescue his sister Alma, Ramza and his comrades made for Marquis Elmdor's domain, Limbury.
Alright, so finally new stock at Outfitters, new rumor, and this is where we're going to do some of our errands. I think it is interesting, Limbury here, they want you to go all the way back to Zeltenia, and you go down this long route on the eastern side, whereas there's just from Fort Besselat here, there's one map right here, if I can get my thing to do, right there, like there's a map that you can fight in, and then you can just end up right at Limbury, so, it's quite alright though. Alright, so we're gonna head back to Brovania. We're gonna save real fast. Now that we're out of that battle. And I'm gonna take a look at my list here for what I need for... Alright, well actually let's first... we're gonna order you guys, because yes, I want you in order. Still no level 3 one. That's okay though, we're gonna get a lot born here. We can move Orlando up now. So let's go over Orlando. So Orlando himself has very good bravery and faith already, 77 brave, 65 faith. He comes at the level of your party. This was changed via, with this one in general. The stuff, new members come in at like an average of your party level, so they're not super behind. 415 life though. So let's take a look at his equipment. Yeah, he comes decked out here. We'll come back to Excalibur here in a moment, but Crystal Shield, Crystal Helm, Crystal Mail, and a Bracer, which is plus 3 PA. We could already buy Bracers, but these crystal items, we just got them as move find items, so super nice. They have a ton of HP. Beowulf comes with a Crystal Helm if it hadn't been broken when we were doing the side quest, so he ended up not having that. A little unfortunate, because I left it on him and it got broken. We could have taken it off and given him something worse, but oh well. So we have an extra one of these now instead of having to buy them. Excalibur, this is one of the best swords in the game. It is a knight sword. While you have it, it is permanent haste, so you're always hasted with it. It also boosts holy damage and absorbs holy damage. So like the Chameleon Robe, when you're fighting other knights that have holy sword, you don't have to worry about equipping that now. You can just have Excalibur. It also comes with 21 weapon power, which is significantly more than Defender or Save the Queen, which we haven't even seen a Save the Queen yet. That one has a little less, but gives Shell instead. Easily probably the best sword in the game for most people. There is one other sword that has more weapon power than Excalibur, called a Chaos Blade. We'll get one eventually. You can get one in the Deep Dungeon. You can also get it thrown at you by extremely high level ninjas. You can get an Excalibur in the Deep Dungeon for a second one as well, but this is the first time you will ever see one. And it is very powerful. I personally think Excalibur is more powerful than Orlando. The item itself is just that good for the characters that can use it. There are only a few that can use it, but all of them use it exceptionally well. It's so much better than anything else you can use. Permanent haste is not to be taken lightly. You get a 50% boost to your speed at all times. So Ramza's Tailwind now, instead of giving you 1 speed, is 1.5 speed. So he has 8 speed. With Excalibur, it's effectively 12 speed. All the time. Does not matter. As long as you're alive, you have it. So very powerful. Next, you can take a look at his Sword Saint, and same complaint I have, he comes with basically nothing. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Sword Saint is that good with how powerful Orlando is. He has, he actually comes with a ton of stuff already. That's wild that he has this much, but that's okay. We'll go over here in a second. He has the same Squire things as everybody else, but Sword Saint, he has access to all of the holy swords from every class. So Holy Knight, Agrius, has Judgment Blade, Cleansing Strike, Northwing Strike, Hallowed Bolt, and Divine Ruination. Orlando has all of that, plus Meliadul's class, where there are these 4, which is Crush Armor, Crush Helm, Crush Weapon, Crush Accessory, and Gafgarian's class, Shadow Blade and Dusk Blade. The fact that Orlando has access to all of this makes him the most, I don't say overpowered, but the strongest Holy Knight user that you can get your hands on. The largest downside to Orlando is his availability. There are a total of 12 story battles left in the entire game, so you don't get a lot of maps to use him on. And if you're playing like me, you're not going to be able to send him on errands. There's only so many battles you're going to have to get from here until the end of the game. So you're probably not going to learn all of this for him. So, you know, it is unfortunate, but you can use him for other stuff. The Deep Dungeon, post-game, all that stuff, he's really good as well. I personally, in all the Holy Knights that exist, I think Agrius is better. Only because, I know a lot of people say that's a hot take, but only because she's available for much more of the game. She's available towards the end of Chapter 2. You then get her for the hardest fights in Chapter 2. You have her for all of Chapter 3 and the first half of Chapter 4 before you pick up Orlando. Now that's not to say Orlando is bad. Orlando, literally, you can just take him, change none of his gear. You could equip nothing else on any of these, as weird as that sounds. Just put him in battle, And he will just go around and he'll one-shot people with Excalibur and, you know, all of his Sword Saint command. So he is that good. And he came with enough where he has a bunch of these already learned, which is kind of nice. But yeah, modded versions of the game, the way they nerf him is they take away a bunch of these sword skills. He typically has half as many of the crush ones, and he has half as many as, he only has 2 or 3 of these 5 instead of all of them. Because as a Sword Saint, I mean, he kind of does just replace Agrius entirely if you use him. And then he gets more because he also gets Gafgarian abilities and Meliadul abilities. And it's just like, it is a lot. So he is vastly overpowered if you fully level him, absolutely. I'm going to keep using Agrius for my playthrough. You absolutely can use TG Sid. I will probably use him for other things. You know, probably I may use him in the Deep Dungeon, use him for poaching battles, use him for the secondary group, kind of level them up some and show all that off. And there are other characters I want to show off as well, so you can kind of see how they do. And I think the Deep Dungeon is going to be where we do that when we go down that. But for now, I am not going to use him because he is grossly overpowered, and like in every capacity. So we're going to do our errands though. We're in Bravania. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. First one we need is a Geomancer, so you're already there. Let's take a look at what we need here. I'm probably going to make you a Black Mage. I haven't used Black Mage in a while. I would like to get you down to the Aja spells. I would like to at least just show them off if I can. We've seen Firaga and Blizzaga, but we have not seen Thundaga or any of the Ajas, so I'd like to get to those if possible. And also would like to show off Bard, which we'll probably do in some of the upcoming fights. A few of the upcoming fights are not very difficult, and Bard is kind of nice. And weirdly enough, well, no, you can't be a Bard. So there's one fight coming up where we're going to be in it a long time, so being a Bard would be nice. But because we have to use Time Magic, I'm going to leave it where we have Time Mage. We also need Orator skills, so we'll have to be one of those two. Probably a Time Mage for that. But we'll work on Bard after. And Scoodles. I could also make you a Bard. We haven't gotten you. Oh, you can. Yeah, we're gonna have you be a Bard. We want to get you to move +3 if we can.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. So in Bravania, we'll check the outfitter afterwards. I'm not too worried at the moment.
You're interested then?
All right. So Endless Caverns is there. We go. 14 days. And we're gonna spawn a bunch of pigs here. So hopefully we'll have a rank 3 one. A few of them. Oops. Hopefully get a few of those, the wild boars, so we can, next time we'll be able to possibly do our poaching.
Tell us how.
As tall an order as it was, we rose to the challenge.
I am elated to... Oh, right. We also picked up this...
A fine treasure you found there. I'd consider that a job.
Alright, so next... Alright, so this is Monk and Geomancer. You're fine to be a Geomancer still. I need a Monk, though.
Alright then.
I want you to stay on this. Bard will be easier to level up, so we'll have you switch to Monk for this.
Good day to you. That's the spirit. Who'd you have in mind? How many days will you allow for
15 days.
Will that be all? Thank you.
And we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we're just going to click here. Instead of having to click back and forth, I think it was easier for me to just flee. Oh, I miscounted anyway. Well, it's fine. And 1 day over.
Welcome to you.
Or 2 days.
You've some news from... Right then. Tell us how it went.
As tall an order as it was, we rose to the challenge.
Yay!
I cannot argue with that. What's more, luck was on our side. For we also
Minwu. I think Minwu is from Final Fantasy 2, I think.
Fine treasure you found there. Congratulations. Your standing as a treasure hunter has improved.
Wait, what? I thought 6 was the max. Maybe it is 7. Okay, yeah, my fault. Alright. Sandwaste. So, alright, the next 3 here are... These are all Archer, so... Do I want you to be anything else? I would like you to keep working on Priest, because you have a lot to get through to get to the end of that. So we're going to make you... Or Priest, White Mage, whatever. I will make you the Archer for this.
I could get used to this.
And you can stay a Black Mage.
Good day to you. It's anything else I can... You're
And
interested?
then, yep, Sandwaste.
How many days for this?
15 days.
Needing it, thanks.
Okay, and then we know now going here and back will be 16 days. Okay, then we'll have Zeltenia as well to do, so there's a few there we get to do.
With a full report on the outcome. Right then. Tell us how it went.
We were successful beyond words. How happy we are to finally share this good...
I cannot argue with that. Ah, right. We also chanced upon
The
an
Tower
unusual
of
sight.
Babel.
Oh wait, another ancient wonder, eh? I'd consider that a job well
That's
done.
from Final Fantasy IV. There's one, and this is also just Archer again.
Who'd you have in mind? How many days will you allow for the...
Ooh, not 11 days, 12 days.
Needing it, thank you.
So 3, 6. But I wanted to wait until we were done for Besselat to do these errands. We could have done them earlier, but we'll do these ones at these 2 cities. This time we'll progress something in a moment. We'll do this city errands next time, so that we kind of break them up so they're not all just at the end here.
Right then.
I never thought I'd see the day that we achieved such a complete triumph.
We've faced many a... And we also came upon a long-lost site.
Flying Fortress. I think this is Final Fantasy V, right? And there may have been some in other ones as well, but I know 5, I remember the Flying Fortress. Yeah, I guess there's more, the higher level than 6. I thought it was 5 and then max, but guess not. And then this one is also an Archer.
How long will you permit for this?
15.
Thank you.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. And all the random encounters today.
Good day to you. What'll it be? You're interested then? You've some new... Right then. Tell us how it went.
We were successful beyond words. How happy we are to finally share this good news.
I am elated to have been involved. If the feeling does not fade by eventide, I fear I may not sleep tonight.
And we also came upon a long-lost site. Our luck was in, I'd say.
Eureka!
Another ancient
Actually,
wonder,
I forget where Eureka's from. I think it's FF3 related. I know in FF14 the Eureka Orthos are a side quest you can do. But I don't know. I think that's where they're from. It's from FF3. Alright, so here the first one we have is Time Mage, Geomancer, Arithmetician, and a Black Mage. So we're going to the... What do I need for this again? Oh, you need a ton of stuff for that. I don't think there's anything here I want you to learn from Geomancer. How are we looking here? You're going to be Geomancer for some fights, but I'll make you a Geomancer for this. We need Geomancer plus Black Mage, and then you can be whatever you want. So that's Bard.
Very nice.
Welcome. Want to earn some gil?
Spraina Street, 13 days.
Understood. Will that be a thing?
So what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll be 1 day off with this. Six, 1, 8, 9, 14. Okay.
Welcome. Make yourself at home. Want to earn some? An errand's been completed. Right then.
We were successful beyond words.
Yay.
How happy we are to finally share this.
We've faced many.
Oh, right. We also picked up this little beauty.
Fine treasure. I'd consider that a job well done.
Alright. Alright, next one here is Ninja and a Chemist. So we'll be switching people around again. I'm fine with you being the ninja for this one. And you can be the chemist.
I could get used to this. Welcome. You're interested. Who are you sending? How many days will you? Anyone you... Understood. Will that be
You can see in the top right there we're at 43 out of 50, so we are close to maxing out. And that's all the pigs that we've been breeding. Which is why I wasn't really in a hurry to do these errands, because I'd like to set it up where I can do all my poaching next time as well. Where I really head off to Zeltenia Castle. So hopefully by the time we're done all of these errands, I'll have 50.
That we achieved such a complete triumph.
I cannot argue with that.
What's more, luck was on our side.
Ooh, reading materia. Oil over. I want to say it's a reference to a much earlier Final Fantasy. I know it's in FF9, but I think there is a reference in one of the earlier ones than that. I didn't really start playing Final Fantasies until Final Fantasy 6 or 3/6 in the US. But I did go back and play FF4 at some point, and then I played FF5. And I've never played 1, 2, or 3. Even though I have the Pixel remasters, I probably should eventually go play them. Now, we need an orator for this job. Make you a bard again, or work on move +3, and you can be back on white mage because you just need a ton of... do you have... Oh yeah, you can learn... Yeah, so we've gained so much spillover JP, we can get Swift Spell here, which I probably will take. I don't know if it's ever useful though for this character, but we have it if we need it, so... And it's kind of nice. This one here is just an orator for 12 days. 2, 4, 6. And 0 returns, we saw that when we completed that, it said there were more errands elsewhere. So he has moved on somewhere, and we're going to we're going to go do those 2 as well, because there's going to be one, and then there's another follow-up one after that.
Complete triumph.
I cannot argue with that.
I'd consider that a job.
Okay. And we're just going to quickly set up our group for it. It is Ninja and Chemist again, so you can be the Ninja. And you can... I kind of want you to get your move +3, so we're going to make you the Chemist for this one. We're obviously not going to be able to get it yet. And this city here, next time we'll have 2. So we'll make sure we get those taken care of. Alright, so we need to go back to Lazalia. This episode's going to go a little long, but that's okay.
Welcome. Want to earn some gil? Who do you have in mind? How long?
9 days.
Need anything? Thank you.
So 3, 4, 5. I do really like that we can just run from random battles. It makes this so much easier.
Good day to you. Errands been right then.
As tall an order as it was, we rose to the challenge.
We've faced many a difficulty.
Oh, right. We also picked up this little beauty.
Fine treasure. I'd consider that a job well done.
I do like that 0 is apprehending these nobles. And the last 0 one is all the way back at Egros. I don't know if this is the last one, actually. I have my stuff for later, after there's a story event that repopulates Errands again for most cities. Not nearly as much as the beginning of Chapter 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's enough that it is a huge boon to the amount of JP you have going into the very end game. So we will make sure to get all that done as well. But yeah, reading these errands with Zero is nice that he is like,
As tall an order as it was,
we apprehended all these people, and like he keeps going after these counts, and we're like, oh. Yeah, and he shows documents that, you know, the people that he's trying to rob were actually criminals, and then we apprehend them and give them up to the authorities and take the treasure that they had stolen or whatever. So
Fine treasure you found there. Congratulations. Your standing as a treasure hunter has improved.
wait, what? There is an 8? Wow, okay. I do not remember going this high. I thought it was max after 5, but maybe they changed it. Alright, so this is all of our errands. We're going to quickly check what we get new from here. You can now buy air knives. I think we could have bought them already. Yeah, so here you can finally buy rune blades, which are really good. However, for Agrius, obviously I'll change things around. Excalibur is going to be used. Icebrand in Black Robe or Japamala, or however you set it up, is really strong, and I do still recommend it for a budget build if you use both Orlandu plus Agrius. There's nothing stopping you from using both. She still does a lot of damage. I mean, she was hitting for over 200 on all of our previous battles, and in some cases 300 on some people, which is more than enough for any amount of damage you need. Runeblade is nice for the 2 magic attack power. I only need 1 right now. The only person that uses it is Synthil, so we don't need to buy another one. Still can't buy a better bow, so we saw that Artemis bow in the fight there we could have stolen. That's 10 weapon power. That's just much better than this Mithril bow. So it's kind of wild. There's not a better longbow for a long, long time. This is the best crossbow that you can get in the game. Only has 10 weapon power. It's okay. I think crossbows in general are pretty bad after you get access to longbows because they're a fixed range, but they have their uses. We get a new spear. We got one from, I don't remember what it was. I think we got one from a treasure chest. So, you can buy crystal shields, but because we got one with TG Sid, and then we got one from a treasure chest, and then we did a move find item one, we have saved ourselves 63,000 gil from having to buy them. These are, I think there might be one more shield, but I think this might be it. 40 Fizz evade and 15 magic evade is pretty good. Not quite the Aegis shield in terms of magic evade. It's a total of 60, whereas this is only 55. So Aegis shield I think overall is still better, but crystal shield is good if you want physical evade. You can buy crystal helms. Like I said, I wanted to find it, and we got one from a treasure chest, so we saved ourselves a bit of money there. And then you have crystal mail as well. Mirror mail, this is interesting. It gives more HP than crystal mail, but it grants reflect. This is permanent while you have it equipped. It is good. So when you consider our party, we don't really cast a lot of single target spells. Samurai swords bypass this, or Murasame, Kiyomori both go around reflect. So we can still buff our party. Tailwind, Speechcraft goes through reflect. You don't have to worry about that. But stuff like Black Mage spells, you can do some pretty interesting things. With how reflect works, it reflects in the exact same amount of tiles from the caster. So if my Black Mage is 2 tiles behind the person that has this mail on and they get reflected, the spell goes 2 tiles forward from where that person is. By doing this, you can do some really weird, funky calculations, and you can like target your reflect mail person and move 5 tiles away, and now all of a sudden you hit somebody like 10 plus tiles away through reflect and hitting them. And yes, it's cool, but it's a lot of effort for me, and I don't usually use it. So I usually don't get mirror mails, even though they have more HP than the crystal mail. And I don't think there's any new, oh, and we can finally buy Featherweave cloaks. So, like I said, the ones we poached earlier, all the way back at the beginning of Chapter 3, you can finally buy them. And they are worth buying if you need them. I think 2 is still fine for me, so we're not going to buy any more. And you can buy red shoes, which I think we, again, really only need the 1. Everybody else kind of is defensive. I think that's it for items, and here we can check the other 2 on the way to our last place to go.
Greetings, by all means.
Yep, yeah, here we go. So Wizard Rod's still there, but there's an 8 fluted pole. This one here removes a bunch of status effects when you hit enemies. So, kind of nice. You can use it to attack your own people to remove status effects, which is kind of weird, because if you use this to attack your own people, you're probably just going to do a ton of damage to them, even though it removes stuff. And then there's a new bag here. This is +1 speed. Again, I don't think that's really worth it, even though it is for those 2 classes, the Bard and Dancer. Hats, you can buy your Lambent hat. Like I said, +1 speed, +1 magic attack. We obviously stole one, then got the move find item one, and got the one from the treasure chest, so we just got a bunch of these without much issue, so that was really nice. We can now also go in, though. We can sell, you know, some of our old stuff, the green berets, the celebrants miters, the black cows. We're not going to need any of these. I will deal with that later, though. You can buy luminous robes here. I don't think these are worth it, basically ever. Yes, they're slightly better than black robes and white robes, but white robes come with protection, having damage that you take from 3 main elements. Black robe boosts those elements if you need offensive. Chameleon gives you Holy Absorb, and Wizard robe gives you 2 magic attack. If luminous robe gave 1 magic attack, it'd be worth it, but it gives nothing, so I just don't think it's that good. And then you all have the black garb. This is the one of the final clothings you can buy from shops. This one gives you immune to stop. Useful, but typically Gaia gear is a little more useful. It gives you Earth Absorb, and Power Garb is still really good because it gives you +2 physical attack, which is, you know, 30 HP versus +2 physical attack. Generally, the +2 physical attack is going to be better, but immunity to stop, it has its uses. It's not just useless. Okay. And last place to check is the Merchant City, because this has the other items that we don't normally get. So we have here the last samurai sword that you can buy, the Kiku Ichimonji. This one, like I said, works like the Shockwave from Monk. We will pick up 2 more. We will need to get our samurai back on samurai to get enough JP to be able to use, to learn it and use it. But it's not like an AoE one. Muramasa is going to be the highest AoE one that we have that we're able to commonly buy. There is one more that is just better, and that's the Chiri Den. AoE wise, it does the most damage, but it's limited in that you can only get it thrown at you by high level ninjas. I want to say that like level 90 plus or 95 plus when they start throwing them at you. All that might just be Chaos Blades. They're way up there to actually be able to throw at you. But you also get 1 in the deep dungeon, so you get 1. Hope it doesn't break for you. No new ninja stuff. Yeah, it looks like everything else is going to be the same here. I do know there's another hat before the end of the game, so... Alright, so we're done all that, so we're also going to go take a quick visit to Gaug here, and this is, I didn't run over here beforehand, but if you remember, might be after this, or I might have to go to a rumor first. No, that's the rumor for this. Pretty sure it might not be until we go to the next city or we've finished Limberry. I thought we could get it by now. Arsa, yeah, because so he has Virgo, but we have a new one from from what's his face, Orlando. He brings an R site as well. I might be remembering how the side quest continues. I might have been able to do it already. Not Outfitter, Tavern.
Welcome, rumors, eh? Anything else, sir? Thank you.
forget which town it is. There's supposed to be a rumor that tells us,
Come back any.
come on, stop.
Welcome.
I just forget where it is. I might have to look it up so I don't keep people waiting, because I don't want to walk to each city. There is a continuation for the side quest we had with, right, we've been walking around. Did we get any? Oh, we did. Alright, so here, oh, perfect. We got a couple wild boars here. So we will do poaching next time. I'll see how many of each I want. Probably not going to be poaching all these, but we're gonna get enough where we have these guys drop ribbons. I forget what these the level 2 guys drop some perfumes as well, and I think that these guys drop some headbands. But we'll take a look at which ones we want to keep so we can go do these afterwards. But yeah, these guys here, as I mentioned, they do very poorly combat-wise, but their name is Wild Boar, but you only find them via breeding. I will probably, once we go and are done poaching, I will probably keep a level 2 one just in case, because I forget where you can get them offhand for replenishing them later. I know, like, behemoths you can find in Finnith Creek from Zeltenia, and like you walk down here, you have a chance to find them. It's a rare battle. Not a rare battle, but they're a rare spawn in one of the battles. To where you can get a behemoth, so you can easily get that. But the deep dungeon later on will be where you get your actual behemoth that's forced outside of the colliery from Gollum that we didn't do. But yeah, we're going to call it here for the night. We've gone quite a while. I'm going to go ahead and save, since I've done all those errands. Next time we'll continue. I will look up the side quest. I was pretty sure I should be able to have access to it by now. I don't think you have to go and do Limberry before that appears. But I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you should get it by now. Like, I think you can get it as soon as you get to Zeltenia, but I'll double check just to make sure. And then we'll go here, and then we'll do this place's errands, and then we'll kind of, we'll either do the side quest if it's available, or we'll continue on to Limberry Castle. So, appreciate you all watching. Hope you have a great evening. Thanks again. Have a great day.